I watched Captain Marvel yesterday.
Was it good?
I think I am now. I want to join Air Force. I'm just kidding.
Dude,
Here we
join
go.
the Air Force. Sooner or later, we'll need your help.
No music. We're not getting my Facebook gets a lot of music. Tear it off.
Copyright.
No music.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Ranger Podcast Live. I'm your host, Ryan, aka Dagger Boy, and here are my minions.
Don't you call us your minions? What you saying?
Listen to me now.
No.
No.
Don't make me and Clement powerbomb you through a table, bro.
Hello to my minions. Hello to a Psycho Fox, aka Leonard. Hello to Kaiser Red, Kent Brown, and this bro in the left, my left or my right. I don't know what.
It don't matter.
Red Star. Hello, guys.
I am in such a great mood. Compared to last week, I'm in such a great mood.
I mean, it is a good mood. And let's start. So, we're reviewing episode 1 of Beast Morphers. Before I start, what do you guys think of the episode?
In the sweater. So.
Starting with Ken.
I would say this. Such a breath of fresh air. It's like, remember how we all thought The Force Awakens was gonna suck, and then when you finally watch it, you're like, that's what it felt like watching Beast Morphers. After watching episode 1 of Beast Morphers, that I felt like I needed a cigarette after that, because I'm like, yes, and I don't smoke, so.
You can't.
Yeah, the first episode was very good overall. Really looking forward to seeing what happens next. And this episode did a lot of things that I was hoping it would do. Like, cut back on some cheesy stuff from the Neo Saban era.
The stupidity of Neo Saban era.
Mm-hmm. There were a few things, like I think dialogue felt pretty similar at times, but it didn't feel as in your face as, it was during that time. Clement, you?
Well, I kind of like the characters. To be honest, okay, the Red Ranger is the son of a mayor. The Yellow Ranger is kind of like a janitor at the Battle Grid Force headquarters, and the Blue Ranger, he is like an experienced participant to be part of as a Power Ranger. I have to say this is actually an interesting group, because you're talking about the son of a mayor who likes to make his own rules, do his own thing, and just being himself. And you see a Yellow Ranger who loves solving big problems, have that strength, having that strong courage in in her heart. And also the Blue Ranger, he just had that authority figure, and I just like how this team is actually formed in this series. Is actually awesome.
I got a lot to say about the Yellow Ranger, because she did something so. I'm gonna hold it. I was like, before we get into it, I just want to say this. Happy International Women's Day to all our female viewers and Morpher Network, to all the fans. Happy International Women's Day. So, Jen, if you're watching, I hope you're watching. Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's
To
Day
Naomi,
to our female Power Rangers as well.
Yeah, to Noemi, to Marisol from Moody Geeks, everyone in the Ranger community. Happy International Women's Day. This is Yo Day, and yeah, let's keep on trucking. So we start the show off with now I watched it on Daily Motion, so I don't know if there is a good 15 minutes of it, but we are introduced to my boy Devin, who's taking karate at the local Y, or I'm just called the local Y, and you're introduced to this other kid named Blaze, and Blaze is teaching him and a few other people how to do karate. They're in their actual gis. They're doing your normal punches when you're learning, and my boy Devin is on his iPod listening to the stuff and Ryan's out, so I'm now officially in charge. I'm joking, but yeah, like he is doing pretty much. I got some Zach vibes from him doing that, and then Blaze gets salty as hell. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, dude, no disrespect, but like, I want to actually learn the harder stuff, right? So Blaze tries to whoop on Devin, and my boy Devin is like, bro, I got this, and he actually does beat Blaze. They get their kendo snap, the kendo sticks. I can't remember what are the short sticks called again? Batons?
Tonfas?
Yes, that. And Devin beats him 1-on-1, and then his daddy shows up and is like, "Hey, Devin, come on, we got to go." And Blaze is mad. We'll get to why I'm happy about this in a minute. And then
You mean Johnny Lawrence?
yeah, and then we get the opening. We get the opening to Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Apparently it's 40 seconds long, which is not too bad. I mean, because we don't need like a minute and a half of a intro. This isn't an anime, so. And then we're introduced some more with Devin and his father. His father's the mayor of Pearl. Is it called Pearl Harbor? Because I'm pretty sure they said Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, it is.
It's Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor? No, it's not.
Coral
Harbor Coral or something.
What's the name of the city? I thought they said Pearl Harbor. I'm like,
Pearl
wait,
Harbor.
what? Which one?
Coral Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
The Coral Harbor.
Coral Harbor. Okay. He's telling Devin, look, kid, you got a lot of potential. Why do you waste your time doing it? And he's like, dude, I want to do Battle Force. Do you know? And he's like, Battleforce.
Get your names right, boys.
Battleforce Grid, okay? He's like, I don't want you doing Battleforce Grid. Besides, what they finna do is really stupid. I'm finna talk to someone about it, right?
So go to the Grid Battleforce headquarters, Grid Battleforce. Get the name right.
You get the name right.
You get the name right. Yeah. So they go there, and then you see the first comedic duo of the season. I'm not gonna say Bulk and Skull because that'll be a
insult.
So we got our comedic duo, and it's what's the name? It is Ben and Betty. So now I like their introduction. It was kind of cool, and yes, diversity. The only one thing I'm complaining about is Hasbro.
Don't you dare!
Yeah, you need to know. I'm not sugarcoating. Like I said, we're not sugarcoating this. So I get it that Betty is short. Really, you guys don't know Betty's Asian.
Well, duh.
And you put her in a short. I mean, I get it. You want to see like, oh, doesn't mean you're short. You can be very empowering. But do you know the stereotype of Asian women? So I showed it to my cousin. And I didn't say anything, and then she's like, "Wow, that was so stereotypical." I didn't say anything. I want to see her herself. Anyway, she did a good job. That's my little first L, Hasbro. I mean, but the only thing is Betty is actually good. Ben is her buddy, the other bodyguard. What's cool about them is their security guards. They do some stuff with the mayor, like I don't know, like scanning. It's kind of comical. And then Devin, that's when Devin he tried. Okay, there's one thing I don't get. Grid Battleforce, your security system sucks.
I knew you were gonna bring it up. That was hilarious.
So before they reach Grid Battleforce, Devin and his dad, the mayor, about like basically Devin needs to get a job, like, but he's very irresponsible. So what he does is Devin gets his dad's phone and takes a picture.
He uses his phone.
Yeah, his phone. Take a picture of his ID in the phone of his dad's phone, and he was able to secretly get access to a Grid Battleforce like off limits room. I'm like, wow.
Or he just got into the main door. He didn't really get access.
Yeah, and the main door was like, are you serious? Okay, anyway, you go into there's one scene that's very pivotal. I don't want to give it to Kent. What's that scene when we first meet Nate?
When we first meet Nate?
Yeah.
That part? Where they're talking about tapping into the morphing grid and how the mayor thinks it's a bad idea? Yeah.
Yep.
So the mayor thinks it's a bad idea, and he mentions a few familiar names, which kind of me off guard. They said Rita Sledge, and Galvanax. So that was cool to see. They're finally acknowledging the previous seasons, which is awesome. And I hope this kind of continues. Not so much, like maybe once in a while they reference previous season's events, but not be like mentioning it all the time and stuff. Yeah. The mayor complaining about them tapping into the morphing grid, it kind of reminds me a bit of the Jurassic movies where Jeff Goldblum, he talks about how is it right to really tap into something we don't really know all about yet and stuff. So that was cool. That was a cool little moment. And then, but then Commander Shaw, she takes the mayor to the room where they're getting the Rangers ready to become Power Rangers, or the cadets ready. And they finally convince him that, he's a little more up for them using the morphing grid now to power Coral Harbor. But hopefully he's not completely convinced that, or maybe he's just, he's into, or, I'm sorry, I'm muttering. Hopefully he, kind of isn't 100% changed his mind. For example, in Ninja Steel, whenever a character was like into something, and then they're like, "You don't need this," and I'm like, "Okay." I'm hoping, he's still a bit cautious about them using the grid. It's not just he gets a bit small demonstration, and then the rest of the season he's on their side the whole time. Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then while no one's looking, Devin sees something enter the Morphex energy, and he tries to warn everyone right when his dad walks out, and they don't believe him. And one thing I liked about that scene was I was kind of expecting when I first saw the commander, like she was gonna be all like, this, our technology's perfect, nothing, our technology is 100% accurate, nothing can affect it. But then she's like, make sure there is a scan. Make sure, we're not just leaping into the dark here. And, he checks it and it signs out and stuff. So, but then it turns out Evox still got in somehow. Hoping they explain that. Maybe Evox has the ability to cloak himself or something. So.
Yeah, and that was I like the villain. Like it was like, I mean, yeah, it sounded like Venjix, but this villain came from a morphing grid. And while we're talking like, Clement, you want to explain the best parts of this episode, the climax?
The best part?
Yeah, but the ending, the climax.
Well, I have to say my favorite moment was when that nerd actually blast on the morphing grid when that virus is about to take over
Blue Ranger.
the Blue Ranger. No. That's what Devin did. Devin did that, but the scientist he actually shot the those what is some kind of metal part that is attached to the morphing grid that chops off that villain's wires that were strangling the Rangers. That was my favorite moment. Wow, this scientist stepped up. He actually did something to help the Rangers. If it wasn't for him, the Rangers would be done for. And
he's not an idiot, so that's good.
Yeah, a very smart scientist who can join the team. I actually like that. That's my favorite moment. And when they morphed into Power Rangers.
No, but can you continue what happens in the story?
I can help real quick. They're getting the three ready. The original three that were supposed to be the Power Rangers. They're getting them ready and stuff. They learn how to learn how to mutate certain DNA for the morphin grid to make them brand new morphers, brand new firepower, all that stuff. And then you have Ravi and his homegirl.
Well, it's just weird knowing that they cannot date because they're Power Rangers, and I don't know how to put it this way. I just couldn't understand what the chemistry between him and Roxy. But as it continues on, we always see like Devin all of a sudden just sneak into the morphing to the company and just put on that just put him on disguise as a lab coat and starts moving around and trying to get through and part. Wait, more the battle grid force is like a video game, right?
No, Battle Grid for okay, let me explain. Battle Grid Force is essentially
Grid
this.
Battleforce.
I got this. Grid Battle Force. Grid Battle Force. Their entire job, because of the fact that I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Because of the fact that the government is a bunch of damn idiots. Because they're like every single time a goddamn monster shows up, we are not prepared. We don't have the firepower. And the last time we had the firepower, we wanted to play God and start making robots in Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. That's why you had those stupid Android Rangers. Okay, so the government has now stepped in and it's like, you know what? Grid Battle Force, we need to have it happen. We got to tap into the morphing grid so that way none of this will ever happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Devin's dad. And I'm going to use continuity and I'm going to use logic because Hasbro, I don't know who at Hasbro listens to us, but they finally listen. Devin's dad's like, do you know how idiotic this is? Look, I've seen Rita, I've seen Sledge and Galvanic, I have seen what they have done. The entire world has seen what they've done. You doing this might be either a blessing or a curse. And I'm going to bet on black and say it's a curse, okay? Hence the reason. Now, I don't understand why. Now, Devin's dad gave up a little bit easily. He was like, yes, Grid Battle Force is a thing. I'm going to A-OK it. No, he is right. You think that because you're doing this, it's going to be a good idea? No. Because how many times we've all lived happily ever after until some alien from planet Z or planet Vegeta or planet Cold decides to come to Earth? Because they're like, you know what? This is my undertaking. I'm taking this by storm. No ifs, ands, or buts. Grid Battle Force, no matter how good they're trying to make, there's always going to be evil. And that's where Devin's dad comes in and says, yo, this is not a good idea. You were legit about to hand the biggest energy supply to the bad guys or give it to the wrong hands to formulate this government espionage black ops organization called Grid Battle Force. But he okays it. I'm like, are you serious? I forgot. It's a kid's show. We still have to have some issues, so I understand why they did it. Now, going back to what you said, Clement, about how Ravi and Roxy were a thing, but the problem is, and I'm so glad Hasbro did it. You cannot. It's like the military. You cannot be with someone. You cannot be together with someone if you are in the military. And considering the fact that this is a government-funded military operations, Roxy and Ravi cannot be together.
So we found out Blaze, Roxy, and Ravi are supposed to be the three Rangers that are supposed to get the powers. While they're gonna get the powers ready, Devin sees Evox inside the green, the green fluid, the Morph X energy. And he's as Karen said, tell them hey, be careful, there's people coming, there's a virus. You check it. At least it shows that she's competent general. So anyway, you skip through. The virus successfully takes over Roxy and Blaze. Now this is my first complaint. Why did you have to make doubles or avatar? I have no problem with that. But I wish it was them and not just an evil clone. Because it was them, there have been more stakes and more. But yeah, you can do it, but still, there is kind of stakes where I would have been more more personal or more oh my god, because basically you have to kill them. You can't because it'll make more dynamic. I can't hurt them. They're our allies, but they're kind of bad now. There's no use anymore.
No, but at the same time, I would say like this. Maybe what they're setting up with this, because let's just face it, we got another 39 episodes of this. Maybe at some point, at the mid-season finale, Devin saves Blaze and Roxy, and Roxy doesn't become a ranger. Maybe she becomes, because I don't remember who the Gold and Silver Ranger is supposed to be, but maybe she becomes an ally to help them make weapons and arsenals, and maybe we have more development between her and Ravi now that they can't really be together because she's not a Power Ranger no more. But you have Blaze, who is jealous because, oh, I see you replaced me with this peasant.
Believe it or
I'm
not,
gonna go back to the
no,
evil
I
side.
don't think that way. I think if they're gonna do another super season, they're gonna make a super season. It's been
No,
confirmed.
no. Please don't. We're not going to speak that to existence. We're not going to speak a super season to
Jack
existence.
confirmed
No, hell no.
If you
Hell
watch
no.
Instagram, I want to say a Power Ranger season confirmed. There's another season of it, but we don't
Super
know.
Beast Morphers? Really?
I don't know. They might change the costume.
How are you going to change the costume?
Do a zoo order.
No.
Say it.
No, hell no. Double hell no. Triple hell no. No Super Beast Morpher. Forget that noise. And how dare you even suggest something
Thank you.
like that? You are not an actual fan if you're suggesting the Super Beast Morphers. I'm done.
And that was the one cameo from Angry Fox.
There's they might make it because Nickelodeon made a contract for 3 more years. Hasbro actually signed a contract for 3 more years. So I'm betting that we're gonna see the same cast for 3 years. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but if they do make a super season, it might using the Zoo Yorker footage. I don't know because I have a feeling that Blaze and Roxy they become good again and they become Power Rangers. Or we do super season. You can use right now. I think Hasbro has enough money to ask for the movie rights because the Blaze Ranger, his evil counterpart. Keep in mind, he did not show up till the last 10 episodes of Beast Morph or Beast Morph. Go Busters. They're using him now. That's kind of
And it's American footage too.
American push. And Hasbro is using 3 original monsters, not from the season. Because remember, the Go Busters came out 7 years ago or 8 years ago, and of course their suits are rolling down. So I mean, it's perfect timing. Hasbro is actually showing them the new monsters. I'll give you an example. The second episode, that monster is not from Super Sentai. That's OG. It's an OG monster from American. Yeah. So for Beast Morphers, I think if they're gonna do that, because in Beast Morphers is actually a movie where you actually have a green, a pink, and a black ranger.
Okay.
I think the Black Ranger might be what's his name? Might be Blaze. But it would be cool if it's a mayor. Oh my gosh.
Hey man, if we're gonna get more excellence, then I am totally down for that.
Is that better? Oh,
it's a little better, but it's a little better. Don't worry. It's a little better.
stand by.
But let's continue with the show. So what happened was
I think something's gone.
anyway,
Continue.
so Roxy and Blaze are now in a coma because the Evox virus put a comatose them and are now using their brains and stuff like that to create their clones and stuff like that. So evil doppelgangers. They try attacking. First they try getting Ravi to become one, but Devin saves Ravi. And in the middle of the process, the entire Grid Battleforce building is evacuated. Everyone's evacuating except Homegirl. Freaking Zoe's the only one who doesn't evacuate. And this is where my issue comes in. I had no problem until this very moment. So earlier in the show, when she's showing the mayor around Grid Battleforce and trying to get her back to where Robbie's mama is, because you find out the person who's in charge is Robbie's mama, which is really cool, which I'll get to in a minute. She's like, yeah, I saw big problems. And hopefully with Grid Battleforce becoming the thing, I can start solving big problems and use my head. Because Zoe's essentially that one person in the studio who has a great idea, but 21 Savage would shut her down or something like that. I don't know. So next thing you know, as they're evacuating the building, Zoe is like, no, this is my opportunity to help out. And I'm over here like, did you just pull a horror movie trope? You ran into danger. You ran into danger instead of leaving. Why? Why would you do that? I don't want to bring race into this, but come on now. Come on, if it was like Devin, if this was in Devin's shoes, Devin would have ran out. Devin would have been like, screw this noise. I'm out. I ain't finna risk my life. I got a dad at home who wants me to get a job at GameStop or something like that. I'm good. Zoe, on her hand, she just ran into danger. And I'm like, we get to the fight scenes, okay? The fight scenes are actually really good. Zoe comes in and helps. She actually does push a giant box into the Blaze Ranger, and it's starting to help Devin fight him. Ravi is realizing, oh my God, Roxy's in a coma. I gotta go fight for my woman, right? And now we have stakes. And so next thing you know, they fight. Roxy's avatar hits them with ties them up, and then we see Nate, who looks like Homeboy from Max Steel, shoot the wiring that they were trapped in, and they get pushed into the cocoon pods where they become Power Rangers and stuff. So they go into the pods, and then we see them become Power Rangers. They fight them off. You realize because they have genetic DNA mutated into their bloodstream, they have abilities. Devin has the ability of the cheetah. Zoe has the ability of a jackrabbit, and Ravi has the ability of a gorilla. So they actually have superpowers. One has super speed, one has super strength, one has super jump and stuff like that. And they managed to push back both Dark Rangers, both the evil Rangers. And then when we get to the end where they're like, where Nate's like, so look, they're still alive. They're in a coma. We have to, but if their avatars are still running around, they might never wake up.
Oh, Ken went away. I just noticed that.
I think Kent's thing is acting up. I'll text him real quick, Ryan.
Yeah. So, anyway, where were you?
So next thing you know, Commander Shaw is telling them, all right, look, guys, you are a new line of defense because these two are knocked out, and you guys are now the new Power Rangers. I need to know if y'all up to it. And Ravi and Devin meet for the finally, and he's like, "Yes, Mom. I mean, Commander." And that's when we find out Commander Shaw is Ravi's mom.
Yeah. So we have a mom and son dynamic.
Am I live? Am I back?
Yeah, you're live.
You're back. It's just kind of a little glitchy, but don't worry, it's not that bad.
Okay, it's better than it was. Leonard, did you say they pulled a horror movie trope?
Yes, I did.
Oh, Wizards of Waverly Place. Scream are the worst to stay away from them.
So we now have Commander Shaw. Commander Shaw, Robbie's mama, is like, all right, can y'all do it? So it's like, this is my chance to finally prove myself and do good and stuff like that. Make something out of myself. She has the shonen anime trope. Okay. And Devin's like, hey, look, man, like, I honestly want to become a member of Great Battleforce. Little did I know that I was gonna be a Power Ranger. Man, I am definitely in. And the show ends with the three of them now becoming Power Rangers and stuff like that.
Yeah. So anyway, thoughts of this episode, Clement?
I think I give it a 9 out of 10 because it's so much different when I first saw Ninja Steel and like Samurai and Dino Charge. Well, I don't want to mention Mega Force, but yeah. So I gotta say, this is a fresh new start. I like it, and I'm actually excited for the second episode. And the villains are awesome. The characters are awesome. Like the Rangers, their background stories is great. I like it. And the villain named Evox, it sounds interesting, and it's a snake virus, so it's a little bit different from the Sentai series. So yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10, and looking forward to the second episode that we are going to go see next week.
Cat?
Tomorrow, actually. I give it a 9 as well. I really enjoyed it. It got rid of some annoying quirks, like, the forced dialogue during the fight scenes. It made it feel serious. I personally didn't mind, that's something else. All the characters managed to make their dialogue seem very believable. No one felt like they were having a tough time with what they were saying. I think Ravi had a little issues here and there, but overall he was good. And yeah, like Clement said, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the next episode. That's actually been a thing for quite a while. PR hasn't really, like when an episode ends, and I've never really been like, yes, I gotta see what happens next. So this episode definitely did that.
Awesome. Leonard.
I will second everyone. I give it a 9 as well. We finally have characters. Under Hasbro's regime, I think Power Rangers could be in good hands because you actually made me care about the characters and care about their motivations. This is something that we have not seen. Even look, as much as I defend the first half of Ninja Steel, I think the biggest problem with Ninja Steel, and especially the second one, is that honestly, no one. I honestly did not care about the characters. I mean, except with a few things like Levi and Calvin and Haley. I just felt as if because there's 3 Rangers this time, you have enough playtime to flesh out their personalities, flesh out their quirks, flesh out their motivations, and we clearly saw that. Zoe wants to have her name heard. She wants to make a name for herself. She wants to do good. Ravi looks like it's alluded that he wants to prove to his mom that he has what it takes, as well as avenge his girlfriend being comatose. And Devin, this is pretty much Devin's job. His dad wanted him to get a job and make something out of his life. He's about to be a Power Ranger. He's about to put his life on the line. So again, like these are tropes that I think anyone at some point you can find these tropes, like wanting to be someone you want to make a name for yourself, you want to do better in your life and stuff like that. These are the tropes that you can loosely see in everyday lives, and these are characters that you can actually connect with. The fight choreography was really good. I mean, come on now. When Ravi and Devin drop kicked the Blaze Ranger, someone tell me they did not have any Young Bucks New Japan Super Kick Party vibes, because I screamed out Super Kick when they did that, because that was really, really dope. You can clearly tell the majority of the time it wasn't stunt doubles. These were the actual actors doing their own stunts. And how many times have we been asking to see the actors in Power Rangers actually do their own choreograph or their own stunt work? And we're finally seeing it. We're finally seeing it come to fruition. And because of the fact that this is all American-made footage, this was no Sentai footage used at all for this episode, I wonder if this is going to be a thing where we're going to see more American footage and less Sentai footage, unless it's like the Megazord fight, or unless it's like an epic fight that from Super Sentai that they have to pull into the American version. And like Kent said, this is the first time I've actually been very excited to see a new episode of Power Rangers, and it comes on tomorrow morning. So I'm excited for it. 9 out of 10. Hasbro is out the gate with a home run. Hopefully they keep that momentum up.
Yeah.
Momentum.
About why Roxy's suit is a different color compared to her Japanese counterpart?
Well, I can maybe explain this. Because remember, 7 years ago, the Sentai did come out 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then so I can maybe her suit was already torn down, and they had to make another one. Because even Blaze's suit kind of looks darker than a Sentai counterpart. I was like, maybe they changed suits. Again, like this, because like Sentai fabric or Sentai fabric is very like it. After maybe a year or 2 years, it will literally start crumbling. So maybe that's why. So yeah. Anyway, so my review. Yeah, maybe to answer your question, Ken. But yeah. Anyways, my review. The actors did well. I only have one gripe. No offense to the Blue Ranger, his acting was kind of weak for this episode.
Pilots will get I think pilots will probably get the weakest of acting.
Yeah,
in
like
most cases.
Blue Ranger was kind of flat. His acting was kind of flat. I hope he improves. I hope he doesn't turn into like Naji's character. I'm sorry, Naji, I love you, but
dude, Naji's even said that too. So I don't think he's like, yeah, from time to time the character was flat. So
yeah.
Hey, we have to I know the Blue Rangers acting was dull, but I support the Beast Morphers, and I still have hopes that the Blue Ranger will do well. Like the actor Jazz, he will do better eventually, because we did meet him at Morphicon, and he was he's getting there, but I'm still have high hopes that he'll do better because hey, this is like like a second in command ranger. Like he has that leadership.
Yeah.
Devin doesn't. The Red Ranger doesn't. The Yellow Ranger doesn't. So I still have high hopes that his acting skills will get better because this is the first episode. We still have a few more.
Yeah. I also have one little it's a little nitpick. I mean, yes. I don't hate the cast. I mean, the cast is good, but I think that the cast is kind of like young for the season. A little too young, don't you think? Because
they look like they're in their early 20s. Like obviously they're not in school.
no, but looks like a high school level. I'm like, because I thought that'll be a high school academy. It's not really an academy. I was like, oh, okay.
They're not gonna train high schoolers to become militant.
Some do. Like when you're 17 or 18, you come. Yeah, but the thing is,
No,
I don't know.
in
Maybe
in this universe, Ryan.
no, I don't know. But let's see. I don't know. I've been like, I don't know. I guess I thought because when they saw the cast, like, oh, they're young. They're very young, so maybe they're gonna do a high school. I mean, like academy, straight to academy, like military school.
To be fair, with Ninja Storm, they were young and they weren't in high school. And they alluded to the fact that they could have been like freshmen or sophomores in college.
No, but the thing is, like, that will be like a military academy because the Great Battleforce is not an academy; it's an organization. But I don't know, it's my thing. But anyway, I like the cast. Blue Ranger was kind of flat, the acting. My favorite one was Devin and Roxy. To be honest, Roxy was actually her acting was actually good. I mean, well, she does have credits because she was in old projects, experience. Blaze was okay. Devin steals the show. Actually, not Devin. You know who steals the show?
Who?
Nate, the Gold Ranger.
No,
Nate,
don't you be biased because he reminded you of Billy. No, let's just.
No. I'm serious. Because his acting was actually okay. Actually, it was believable. Actually,
You didn't think Devin was believable?
No, but to me, Nate's still a show because Devin, of course, it's always on a Red Ranger, but Nate kind of had the most I don't know because you see the reaction. Look at the reaction. Like remember the mayor was lecturing him.
Well, yeah, because he's a remember 16-year-old prodigy.
Acting is not just because I took acting class. Acting is not because in acting. I mean, Alan said it's making you look good or making you're talking to that person, and the mayor made Nate nervous. Like those emotions were real emotion. Like oh shoot, I'm scared now, and I was like oh that's actually good acting. And
okay, I can on that.
Yeah, so that's why. And be honest, Devin was kind of a jerk. I'm sorry.
How was he a jerk? How was he a jerk?
I know in the beginning he was a jerk because look, you're doing a karate class. I don't care if the professor or the instructor is a jerk. You still have to listen, and you're listening to music. I can relate because I taught when I was teaching dance classes too. When I was in middle school, when I was in high school teaching some middle school kids how to dance, I would literally get pissed if someone would be listening to something or distracted or listening to
Okay, I can understand.
So that was kind of a jerk that time. So
I can understand your gripes about that.
But
Just take away, not take away the fact.
The thing is, Blaze,
his mentor 1-on-1. There's a problem.
No, but even though they're both jerks because Blaze started to hit his own student, that's a no-no. But even though Devin was kind of a jerk in the first episode because you do you do not during a lesson, doesn't matter how easy it is, you do not disrespect your instructor, no matter how you hate him.
Two wrongs don't make a right because Blaze should have been like, look, dude, I understand, but at the same time, these students right here, they're learning this too. If you want to learn more, you gotta learn by being a leader towards these guys. If Blaze had said that, I'd been fine. But two wrongs don't make it right because that fool wanted to fight Devin, and Devin had to give him the hands. Okay, so that's why I defend Devin for that.
Doesn't matter. Overall, I get episode 9 out of 10. It was for me it was a 9.5. The dialogue was kind of but it was better quality. So anyway, let's read some comments.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, you can hear us, right? I mean,
Yeah, there, yeah.
Okay, good. Because All right, let's read some comments. Ooh, a lot. I have a lot of time to read them. Oh my god, it's a lot. Ranger Select, Cry Happy Tears. Yes, we did.
Hey, Ranger Select.
Edward
Great
Sanchez.
Start. Hopefully, they continue it. Go ahead.
I really like Zoe.
Zoe's cool. It's just, come on now. This entire building could potentially blow up. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna go in there and help. No, no, girl, go somewhere.
Anyway,
The front door right there.
Ben and Betty, Bobby Shadow. What's up, Bobby? Ben and Betty are the worst at their job yet. I'm sorry, I have to agree with that. They are bad at their job.
Yeah, they
But-
are.
But
are.
hey, they're not. They're likable. I'm sorry, they're actually likable. How are they so overzealous at waiting to do their jobs? They don't even recognize the mayor of their very seat they're freaking living. Yet are so confident they don't even bother to watch where they're going while running down the hall in their efforts to race to the rescue.
I can answer this, Bobby. It's called mall security. Mall security does not care. That's all I have to say.
And it's powered your logic. Haven't got that out of my system. The first episode of Beast Morphers was awesome. I won't say the word. I'm sorry, man. Solid writing, solid acting, and solid pacing. Likable characters, great setup, great setup design, pretty awesome special effects, and are more fight scenes. Yes, see? Again, no Sentai footage. Original stuff. That's what I liked about it. And I mean, I do like the Sentai. It's just, you don't want it overused. Okay. Bobby, I love that Avox was Snake, and that Blaze was, Roxy was kind of seduced to the dark side. Kind of biblical in a way. I kind of agree with that. Yeah. Christian Durius, what's up, man? What's up, guys? What's up, dude?
Oh, Chris.
Christian, I just got my blue Beast Morpher helmet today. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
No!
I actually want a red Beast Morpher helmet, but dang. Chris O'Rourke, pretty strong start in my opinion. It was a strong start. Oh, Jess, this is actually interesting. I want to see evil avatars of blue, gold, and silver.
Did that ever happen in the Sentai?
No, it didn't. It didn't.
Okay.
You could do it. I mean, you can. Like again, before Leonard, you stopped me there. There are 3 more Rangers in Ghostbusters. It was a pink, a green, and a black Ranger.
Really?
But that was in the movie. I remember.
Okay.
I don't know if Hasbro has the rights to the movie. I don't know if they can allow to use movies. But the thing is, Saban did use. Remember the anniversary special, the 25th anniversary special?
Yes.
That was from the movie. Those fight scenes were from the movie. From the Ninja movie.
Which one? The last 10 minutes of the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if they could use it.
Lord Draven, he was from the Ninja movie.
Yeah.
And Heckle, his Zeltrax costume was from Kyuuger versus Go Busters.
Oh. So yeah, they could use it. Yeah, they could use it then.
I wouldn't want them to make a second season. Instead, why not just have the second season? This is how I would see it. How long was that movie? The movie, the Ghostbusters movie. How long was it?
It's only 60 minutes.
They can, but that season would be super short.
Yeah. Anyway, Wade Wilson. Power Rangers Sentai is better. Sentai is not Power Rangers, bro.
Wade. I do like your picture though. That was cool. Team Mystic. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. Team Mystic. I actually do like your thing, bro. Yeah, Team Mystic. Crystal Rourke. Oh God, why? Super Season would be Hasbro shooting themselves in the foot one franchise, and
Thank you.
yeah, it would.
Don't sugarcoat it yet, but
No Super Beast Morphers. If they do make one, I'll be like, ah. But if they make one, but it's actually good, then I will, But they cannot, Yeah, like Edward Sasha says, I don't care the second season is called Super Beast Morphers as long as the season's good. Yeah, I mean, if they make Super Season, fine. As long as it's good, then I'm okay with that.
or give it a new tagline. Don't call it Super. Call it like Ultra Beast Morphers or
Yeah, look at Ultra Beast Morphers. I mean, Beast Morphers premiere was fun, but it has all the hints of subpar storylines. Again, we will see. I mean, the second episode is actually kind of has a development because it says they don't know who the leader is, and that's a great development because technically the leader of this team is the Blue Ranger.
Yeah, because he's the one with the most experience. He's been fighting it. He's been working his entire for months to become a Power Ranger. So
yeah, Bobby Shadow. Why should we care about Blaze and Roxy if it's not the real Blaze and Roxy?
Because Roxy is Ravi's ex, and they have to break up.
The thing is, why? Like he has a point because it's my complaint. Like, why do you have to split them up? I wish it was like just like them possessed by like remember Jared was possessed
No.
in Jungle Fury?
I watched Jungle Fury, remember?
So the main villain for Jungle Fury, Ken knows. The main villain for Jungle Fury so technically the bad guy, the main villain for Jungle Fury, he was supposed to be the Red Ranger, but he was a
Daishi?
Daishi, yeah. Jared was possessed by Daishi and he became Daishi's vessel. Jared still had memories of his self. He's literally turned to the dark side. But thanks to his memories of his past self and like Casey, the Red Ranger, he turned back to the good side. But there was a conflict. There was even a 2-part episode where they go into that conflict. That's why I don't know why you had to do avatars. I mean, no. Well, let's see. I don't know. Let's see about it. Okay. The only way this can be fixed is establish that avatars are actually sharing memories or actually operating with waves in Rocky's active brainwaves. Technically, our versions are knocked out in a coma. Yeah, that could happen. We don't know yet. Let's see. Again,
Well, they can't remember who they can't. The avatars kind of seem to remember who they were because remember, Blaze called Zoe a laundry girl.
hold RD's high score causes is good, or you're just too excited for an okay start. Wait, hold. Are these high scores and causes is really good, or are you just too excited for an okay start because the last 8 years had not been so good? Jen, no, it's because it was good to us because
I watched the episode 3 times. That's how good. Like,
I don't and listen to if you watch our old podcast or like stalls from Name Redacted. Like we are brutal with our scores, or like I said, right? We saw that first beginning of last podcast. We're not sugarcoating.
I am not. It has something to do with excitement, but when you sit there after watching the episode the first time, but then watching the 2 more times for a more critical analysis, no, straight up, this show was worth it, and I'm glad. And I really hope how they did it now, they continue it for the next 39 or plus episodes. Because if they're gonna start like this and then it goes downhill, they're gonna hear from us.
I give you Ninja Steel. I only gave 1 10 out of 10 for one episode. That was the Preston and that arc.
Oh, come on! No.
And Ninja Steel was trash. I think we're
was trash too. So, and I gave 1 10 out of 10 because Zach actually cared about the character. But that's pretty much it. Eris Sanchez. I don't care if the cast is young or old, just as long as the performances are great. Yeah, I mean I agree. But the thing is, I don't know. I was kind of surprised too because I thought it was an academy because of course, you're casting these young people, and also even the script because Clement showed us the script like for the audition. I thought it was gonna be an academy. So I mean, it's okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I auditioned to try to be be part of the Beast Morphers, but apparently they not what they wanted. But I would have gone for like Beast Morpher Blue, but I would have to compete against Jazz. But yeah.
Rachel's here. Clement, you look great. Aww.
You too, Rachel.
Beast Morphers X, since they are utilizing of X Team. Oh wait, yeah, they could call it Beast Morphers X.
Do it, Hasbro.
Do it. It's called Beast Morphers. You know what's funny about Beast Morphers? It sounds like Transformers. Get Beast Morphers Transformers.
Stop it, Ryan. Come on.
Oh my god, it sounds like Transformers.
Ryan. Yo, I got one right here. Chris O'Crook says, Blaze, I immediately wanted to punch him in the face.
Blaze, I immediately want to punch you in the face, and I mean that in a good way. He's a great villain.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, Frozen.
Josh Alderman, what do you think of the comic relief character? I mean, what do you guys think of him?
Which one?
Comic relief characters. You know who they are.
Ben and Homegirl, they're fine. Again, I understand your issue about her being short. Honestly, I think it gives her more command, and hey, she's not. Look on the bright side, Ryan. She doesn't look nerdy. She's not wearing the stereotypical Asian schoolgirl, and she's not saying you could blindfold me any day. That's a plus.
Yeah,
but also I think again, Nate reminds me of Homeboy from Max Steel. I think Evox got to him.
Yeah, Evox possessed him. Oh gosh, no, not.
All right, guys, before we leave, I just want to say
my hair.
All right, guys, before we go, I just want to say, real quick, I want to do a quick thing about the Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I think they just announced the Mag Defender will be in the game. There's also gameplay with one developer's Justin Wong playing the game as a demo, and the game actually does look kind of good. It just needs to be polished some more. But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on that. But that is today's episode. Thank you guys very much for watching Ranger Podcast Live. Clement, with the crazy hair, you have the floor. What's your closing statement? Go.
All right, if you guys want to find me and my crazy hair, okay, just find me on Instagram. That's CLeal1031, and that's it. Go.
Dagger Boy, where can they find me? Ryan, where can they find you? Because they already know our government names at this point.
You can find me on Instagram, DancerBoy247.
All right, then. And you can find your boy on Twitter. Go ahead.
Before we leave, I have a special. No, special now.
Go ahead.
Next Wednesday, keep an eye. I booked another Power Ranger. Yes.
Oh.
I can give you a hint what color this person is.
Like a leaf in the wind.
I can give you a hint. Actually, I don't need to give a hint. Actually, I'll give a hint.
What? Oh my God.
This color.
Check Brown's back in the
Check
building.
Brown's back. We're doing last comments. Where can I find you?
Am I back up? Am I back
Yes, where can they find you, Clint?
up? You can find me at brown_K30 on Instagram. Finally remembered that name. Sorry about that last week. And my regular Facebook, just Get Brown.
Awesome. Yeah, so like again, what
Hold on, I need to finish mine. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, @Reckless_Fox. Find me on the YouTube page, Reckless_Fox. Find all my latest gaming content on Twitch.tv/RecklessFox. And my review of Alita Battle Angel is now up right now. Go check it out.
Anyway.
And now, Ryan.
Anyway, so guys, watch it for Wednesday as we get special guests here. Wednesday at 4 p.m. at Pacific time. That's all I'm
Forgot
saying.
one more thing. If you guys are in the Las Vegas, Nevada area on May 23rd, I think that's when we're all.
No,
let me check.
25th.
I know, but we gotta be there early.
Why are we gonna be there early, man?
Because you do not want to be in weekend track in Vegas.
Yeah.
Your boy Clement and I are going to All Elite Wrestling in May. We will be there at the MGM Grand for Double or Nothing. So if you are a wrestling fan, if you are at the MGM Grand, holla at your boys. We will be there. Too sweet me, bro.
I also heard a White Ranger's gonna be there. I don't know. Let's see.
Anyways, guys, we're out. So until then, this is Ranger Podcast Live. More Beast Morphers to come. Signing out. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Too sweet.